Hiking can be a thrilling and rewarding outdoor activity, but some trails in the United States pose significant challenges and dangers. It's crucial to be well prepared and have the necessary skills, experience, and equipment before attempting these hikes. Here are 10 of the most challenging and potentially dangerous hikes in the USA. The Maze, Canyonlands National Park, Utah, is a remote and rugged district within Canyonlands National Park, located in southeastern Utah. It's renowned for its isolated and challenging terrain, making it one of the most remote areas in the United States. The landscape of the maze is characterized by towering sandstone spires, deep canyons, and intricate rock formations. The terrain can be challenging to navigate, with numerous obstacles such as steep cliffs, narrow slots, and rocky terrain. Water sources in the maze are scarce and unreliable. Hikers must carry enough water to sustain themselves throughout their journey, as natural water sources may be dried up or contaminated. Due to the delicate and remote nature of the maze, a permit is required for all overnight trips. Permits are limited to minimize the impact on the environment and ensure the safety of visitors. It's essential to obtain permits well in advance. Devil's Path, New York, is a challenging and rugged hiking trail in the Catskill Mountains of New York. Known for its steep ascents, rocky terrain, and stunning views, Devil's Path is considered one of the toughest hiking trails in the eastern United States. Devil's Path is located in the Catskill Mountains of southeastern New York. It runs through the heart of the Catskill Forest Preserve, passing through some of the most rugged and remote areas of the region. Devil's Path is approximately 25 miles long, and it's often done as a multi-day hike. The trail is typically broken into segments, and hikers can choose to tackle different sections based on their preferences and skill levels. Devil's Path traverses 6 major peaks in the Catskills, making it one of the most challenging hikes in the region. The peaks, starting from the eastern end, include Indian Head, Twin, Sugarloaf, Plateau, Hunter, and Westkill Mountains. The trail is known for its steep ascents and descents, rocky sections, and challenging terrain. Hikers should be prepared for steep and often exposed scrambles, especially on the eastern half of the trail. Hiking on Mount Rainier in Washington can be challenging and potentially hazardous, depending on the specific trail or route chosen, the weather conditions, and the individual's level of experience and preparedness. Mount Rainier is known for its rapidly changing weather. Even during the summer months, snow and ice can be present on higher elevations, and storms can move in quickly. Hikers should check the weather forecast before embarking on a hike and be prepared for variable conditions. The high elevation of Mount Rainier can contribute to altitude-related challenges. Some people may experience symptoms of altitude sickness, such as headaches, nausea, and fatigue. It's important to acclimate gradually and stay hydrated. Mount Rainier is covered by numerous glaciers, and crevasses and ice falls can pose hazards, especially on climbing routes. Hikers should be aware of glacier safety principles and avoid venturing onto glaciers without proper knowledge and equipment. Steep and rocky terrain can present rockfall hazards, especially in certain areas. Avalanches can also occur, particularly in winter and spring. Hikers should be cautious and aware of potential hazards, especially in areas with loose rocks or snow. Some hiking trails on Mount Rainier can be strenuous and involve steep ascents, narrow ridges, and challenging terrain. The level of difficulty varies, and hikers should choose trails that match their skill level and physical fitness. Kalalau Trail, Hawaii, is a renowned and challenging hiking trail located on the Na Pali coast of the Hawaiian island of Kauai. Known for its breathtaking scenery, rugged terrain, and remote location, the Kalalau Trail is a favorite among experienced hikers and outdoor enthusiasts. The trail is situated on the north shore of Kauai, within the Na Pali Coast State Wilderness Park. The trailhead begins at Ke'e Beach and leads to the Kalalau Valley. The Kalalau Trail is approximately 11 miles one way, making it a 22-mile round trip. Hikers can choose to go only part of the way if they are not up for the full distance. The trail traverses diverse landscapes, including lush tropical rainforests, steep cliffs, narrow ridges, and breathtaking coastal views. Hikers encounter challenging conditions, including slippery mud, stream crossings, and uneven terrain. A valid permit is required to hike the Kalalau Trail. Permits are issued by the Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources. Camping is allowed at designated campsites along the trail, including Hanakoa and Kalalau Beach. Bright Angel Trail to Phantom Ranch, Grand Canyon, Arizona, is a popular and iconic hiking route in Grand Canyon National Park, Arizona. It descends into the Grand Canyon, providing stunning views and access to Phantom Ranch, a historic lodge situated at the bottom of the canyon near the Colorado River. The Bright Angel Trail begins at the south rim of the Grand Canyon, near the Grand Canyon Village. The trailhead is easily accessible from the Grand Canyon Visitor Center. The Bright Angel Trail to Phantom Ranch is approximately 7.5 miles one way, making it a 15-mile round trip. Hikers can choose to go only part of the way if they don't want to do the full distance. The trail descends approximately 4,380 feet from the south rim to the bottom of the canyon at Phantom Ranch. The descent can be strenuous and hikers should be prepared for a challenging ascent on the return journey. The trail offers diverse terrain, ranging from paved sections near the trailhead to rocky and steep sections as it descends into the canyon. Proper footwear is essential, and hikers should be cautious of uneven surfaces. Half Dome, Yosemite National Park, California, is one of the most iconic granite formations in Yosemite National Park, California, and is a popular destination for hikers and rock climbers. Half Dome is located in the eastern portion of Yosemite Valley, within Yosemite National Park. The nearest town is Yosemite Village. Half Dome is a granite dome that rises about 4,737 feet, 1,444 meters, above the valley floor. The granite rock was carved by glacial activity, giving it a distinctive shape. The most popular way to reach the summit of Half Dome is via the Half Dome Trail. The trailhead starts in Yosemite Valley, and the round-trip distance is approximately 14 to 16 miles, depending on the specific route taken. The hike is strenuous and involves a significant elevation gain. The most challenging part of the hike is the final ascent up the steep and smooth granite slope known as the Subdome, followed by the ascent up the famous Half Dome cables. The cables are metal cables attached to posts, providing handholds for hikers to pull themselves up the nearly vertical face of the dome. A permit is required to ascend the cables. Longs Peak, Colorado, is one of the most prominent and challenging mountains in the Front Range of the Rocky Mountains, located in Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado. Longs Peak stands at an elevation of 14,259 feet, 4,346 meters, making it the 15th highest peak in Colorado. The mountain is located in the northern part of Rocky Mountain National Park, near the town of Estes Park. The trailhead for the most popular route, the Keyhole Route, starts at the Longs Peak Ranger Station. The Keyhole Route is the standard and most frequently used route to the summit of Longs Peak. The trail is approximately 14 miles round trip and involves a strenuous climb with an elevation gain of over 4,800 feet. The route passes through notable features like the boulder field and the Keyhole, a distinctive notch in the ridge. While the Keyhole route is a non-technical climb, the last section beyond the Keyhole involves scrambling and exposure to steep drop-offs. The route includes sections where climbers need to negotiate narrow ledges, climb over rocks, and be mindful of weather conditions. The Knife Edge, Baxter State Park, Maine, is a narrow and exposed ridge on Mount Katahdin, the highest peak in Maine, and the centerpiece of Baxter State Park. Known for its challenging terrain and breathtaking views, the Knife Edge is a popular but demanding route for experienced hikers and climbers. The Knife Edge is located on the Baxter Peak ridge of Mount Katahdin in Baxter State Park, which is in north-central Maine. Mount Katahdin is the highest peak in Maine, with an elevation of 5,267 feet, 1,605 meters. It is the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, making it a significant destination for thru hikers. The Knife Edge is a narrow, exposed ridge that stretches between Baxter Peak and Pomola Peak. It features sharp drop-offs on either side, creating a challenging and thrilling hiking experience. The Knife Edge is not a trail in the traditional sense, but rather a route along the exposed ridge. Hikers should be prepared for scrambling, rock climbing, and navigating challenging terrain. The Knife Edge is approximately 1.1 miles long, and it takes several hours to traverse due to the technical nature of the terrain. Hikers encounter several technical sections along the Knife Edge, including narrow sections, exposed ledges, and areas requiring careful footing. Some portions involve crawling or scooting across rocky sections. Mount Washington, New Hampshire is located in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, is the highest peak in the northeastern United States. Known for its unpredictable and severe weather conditions, Mount Washington is a popular destination for hikers, skiers, and tourists. Mount Washington stands at an elevation of 6,288 feet, 1,917 meters, making it the highest peak in the northeastern United States. Mount Washington is part of the Presidential Range in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. It is located within the White Mountain National Forest. Mount Washington is notorious for its extreme and rapidly changing weather conditions. It holds the record for the highest wind speed ever recorded at the Earth's surface, 231 miles per hour, or 372 kilometers per h. The summit experiences cold temperatures, high winds, and frequent fog even in the summer. There are several trails leading to the summit of Mount Washington, including the Tuckerman Ravine Trail, Lionhead Trail, and the Ammonoosuc Ravine Trail. The trails vary in difficulty, and some involve steep and rocky sections. Angel's Landing, Zion National Park, Utah, is a renowned and iconic rock formation in Zion National Park, Utah, and it is also the name of a popular and challenging hiking trail that leads to the summit of this formation. The Angel's Landing Trail is a 5.4-mile round-trip hike that is considered one of the most thrilling and challenging in the national park system. The trail starts at the Grotto Trailhead and gains elevation quickly as it ascends the west side of Zion Canyon. The trail includes a set of 21 steep switchbacks known as Walter's Wiggles, named after Walter Roosh, the park's first superintendent. These switchbacks help hikers ascend the steep slope of Refrigerator Canyon. After navigating Walter's Wiggles, hikers reach Scout Lookout, a prominent viewpoint offering stunning panoramic views of Zion Canyon. Many hikers choose to stop here, as the final stretch to Angel's Landing involves a challenging and exposed climb. The last half-mile of the trail involves a narrow and exposed ridge with sheer drop-offs on both sides. Chains have been installed along this section to provide handholds and aid hikers in navigating the steep and potentially dangerous terrain.